What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Atlanta Falcons Nation mornings. Y'all probably are not even used to seeing Atlanta Falcons Nation early in the morning, meaning I had to get up this morning to bring you guys our new pre-show. This is our new pre-show. So I'm going to let everybody go ahead, wake up. You probably don't even realize we live right now. It's probably like, what are these folks doing? What in the world? So I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and get in here. Good morning, good up. Let's go. See, look at you. Hey, good. How you doing, Raymond? How you doing, Raymond? Y'all
That's
go ahead
good.
and get on in. We got some guests in the house. This is gonna be our regulars for this show. What's going on? How you doing, Uncle
What's
Javon?
up, Unc? What's up,
What's
Unc?
going on? How you doing? I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and get in. Get in. We're gonna go ahead and let you know what this is all about. This is the Red Clay Sports Morning Show. Never heard of it. I know you guys have not heard of us, but a lot of people been requesting a morning show, and we decided let's go ahead and give you guys a pre-show. Like you guys are always been supporting us for the post shows, and you know how we cut up and act a fool there. But Red Clay Sports is our morning post show right before y'all get into your college game day. So we don't want to interfere with that. So from now on, you'll have Falcons content every Saturday morning with these two guys right here, and along with maybe some familiar cast members that might jump in here and there. But let's let me go ahead and let them introduce themselves. We'll start with the top person on the right.
What's up, man? Jumpman T with Twisted Tours TV. I'm here again. Time to turn us up in the morning for the pregame show. What's good, family?
What's going on? I see everybody starting to get in here. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all had your coffee? Did you have your
Yeah,
mimosas or whatever you have in the morning for game
whatever it
day?
takes for you to wake you up.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it takes. I see you, Miss Maggie, drinking. I see you. Well, there it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
Mr. Magnus. Mr. Magnus, the one-winged angel. Whatever you want to call me, this is what it is. I'm bringing high energy. Follow me at Mr. Magnus 11 on Twitter. You can follow me on Facebook, but you won't have to DM me in my Twitter for you to get my real name. I ain't putting that out there right now.
Oh, that's right.
Don't
That's
worry.
We
right.
ain't do that.
Don't D him for his.
I got my drink right here. I got my drink right here. Wake your ass up, Atlanta. Let's go. Let's
That's
go.
right. That's right. This is a little new. This is a little new. I know y'all got the sleep in your eyes, but get your ass up because we're getting ready to talk about some stuff. But the purpose of this show, though, is going to be more than just Atlanta Falcons news. It will be a little bit of this is basically Red Clay plays off of Georgia. So it's going to be, we'll be talking about Hawks, Braves, UGA, Georgia Tech, whatever's going on in the state, we will be covering that. Okay. So I definitely wanted to get in on that. Go ahead, y'all. Rise up, rise up. Good morning. But the reason for Red Clay also is because of this gentleman right here. I'm going to show you who it is. We lost a close friend maybe a week ago or so by the name of J Mo. If anybody is part of Dirty Bird Nation as well as Atlanta Falcons Nation, you kind of know who this gentleman was. He was the heart. He was a diehard GA fan from Columbus, as well as definitely a Falcons fan, and he Hawks, all of that. And he touched so many lives with just his community. He was just funny. He was just entertainment, and you could never know that anything was going on with him personally. He just always wanted to put a smile on people's face, and he was very supportive. So Red Clay Sports is kind of playing off of his thing, which is Red Clay all day. It's something he used to always say, Red Clay all day. So I wanted to jump off and just do it in honor of him, you guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason for this. All right, all right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm not going to really do too much of tonight's topics on any news because there's really nothing much going on in any other sports right now, other than as you know, Georgia Tech postponed another week of football. So due to COVID protocols, I guess the other team, the coach himself tested positive. So he's not, they haven't been, I think from what I'm knowing from K-Style, I think it was been about 3 weeks now that they haven't played due to this. So, whatever's going on with that, I don't know how they're gonna survive this not being able to play. But as well as you know, Georgia Bulldogs will be facing Mississippi State tonight at 7:30. So, I'm gonna be watching that. I'm a Bulldogs fan myself, so we just gotta see what Kirby Smart are gonna be doing with that. I'm not a big fan of Kirby, but we'll see. We'll see. We ain't gonna get into that too much longer. I know that's a whole debate, but rise up, we that. That's right. That's right. And last but not least, I wanted to get into our Hawks draft picks as well. So we had a couple of stars that we kind of grabbed. Let me go ahead and get these pictures. I probably didn't even put these pictures up. Anyway, I was going to have those set. Give me a 1 second, you guys. But as you know, Hawks, we have drafted. I'm going to butcher his name, you guys. Our 6th and 50th pick. Yeah, I'm going to butcher it. I'm going to tell you that. I'm just going to say, Onyeka, whatever. Y'all probably know I'm butchering that name, but he's a gifted athlete possessing good size, and he's about 6'9", with an average wingspan and an excellent combination of quickness and leaping ability. He did a lot of his scoring last season above the rim, as well as we also drafted at number 50, second round, Skylar Mays. And basically, he's a 6'4" with a solid 205 pound frame and a good length. Mays has nice size and a good. He's for a good combo guard. So, let me know in the comments how you feel about those draft picks. I thought I was going to have some pictures. I didn't get it set up, but you guys know what they look like. But basically, coming out of LSU and USC. So, excited about that. Ready to see what the Hawks are going to do as well. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get into this last bit. I know I butchered it. Whatever. I didn't say the last name. You'll be all right. But actually, the injury report, I don't have much to talk about. That's why I didn't even really put a video up, because it's really it's nobody that's really injured but the normal. So it's really, I think we're gonna have a good staff this week. We're gonna have a good, healthy team. I feel like there is no reason to not do what we need to do this week. There's no excuses, regardless of what quarterback we got to play against. I think the Falcons are ready, but the only person that's missing is Dante. You already know that reason. But other than that, Ridley, he was already in practice. He's been running and, doing his thing. So he's been limited and resting, but that's expected. But he's definitely not ruled out not to play this Sunday. So let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. I'm done with my little portion of the segment. Y'all can go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes, Falcons talk.
All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is who our secondary will match up against the Saints wide out core. So I'm looking at AJ Terrell. This whole year, he's been looking at the opportunity to go against number one receivers, and he's been getting better throughout the year. Just imagine him going up against Michael Thomas means he's going to get a lot of experience, even though Michael Thomas only does 3 routes. He will be able to master guarding, one of the elite receivers, so the NFL says. So I'm looking forward to that matchup. I think Kendall Sheffield will be going against Emmanuel Sanders. They're kind of like the same height. They both have around the same speed, and Kendall Sheffield is more of a shifty guy because he's used to playing in the slot. So I know they're going to move Emmanuel around, and Kendall Sheffield will be key for guarding him. Kendall, we need you to be back, though, my man. No more of that grabby stuff, man. Pay attention to your keys. Take your 5 steps back, give them space, whatever, but guard your man like white on rice. Isaiah Oliver. Huh? What you gonna say?
Let me chime in on that, because I truly believe that I am sick and tired of the grabby stuff. That's why we got rid of Robert Alford. We don't want Robert Alford 2.0, but yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I need him to step up. Like he did good versus Green Bay, but I haven't seen that since. Because he was the only good corner we had that game, as you knew. Everybody else was getting torched. He was the only one holding up in man-to-man coverage. But my next one is going to be Isaiah Oliver. I'm looking forward to Isaiah lining up against the tight end, Jared Cook. I think that would be a good matchup because Jared Cook is a little bit more slower. Isaiah Oliver has been getting better in the slot, as we've seen, as Matt Mike has explained to us. So go check that film breakdown out. But yeah, Oliver is good versus bigger, receivers, tight ends, and Cook has been having like a bad season, and normally he's really good. He hasn't been looking good this year, so I'm expecting them to, feed him the ball early because he's in the middle of the field, and we both know we don't think Tatum Hill can throw the ball, outside the numbers, so he's going to be attacking the middle of the field. So Isaiah Oliver and Keanu Neal, we need you to step up big time. That's all I got for that.
Honestly, brother, like I believe that Raheem Morris has done wonders with Isaiah Oliver. Like it's like night and day from the beginning of the season to now. And I truly believe that like I guess like this the sky is the limit for him if he puts in the work for it, and being the fact that he has that size, I think he just has to play discipline. We can't get down on each other or nothing like that, and we can't look at this as an easy win. And I noticed a lot of people were saying that last night was like, we got this. I don't believe in anything that we got in this league. Anybody can get got on any given Sunday. Like if the Raiders could beat the Chiefs, then the Saints with Taysom Hill can beat it. If we can lose on an onside kick this year, we can get got at any time, and it just has to come down to absolute discipline. And I think that's the only thing that's truly lacking with this team is focus for 60 flipping minutes. And I think that's all the Falcons fans absolutely need is for you to focus for 60 minutes. Ain't no crowd noise, nothing to distract you. There's nobody talking about your mama in the stands or nothing like that. Line up against a guy across from you and knock him in his head for 60 minutes. How hard is it? Exactly. 60 minutes.
Man. I like that. I like that, man.
It's courtesy of K Styles.
Oh Lord.
Hey, I was gonna ask you how you feel about that because some players feed off that energy. Like I know some players that enjoy going to away games and saying we're gonna take the crowd out of the game. We're gonna keep scoring. We're gonna keep our foots on their neck so that fans can go home mad and depressed. So how do you feel about players that feed off that energy as far as a crowd?
Well, the one thing when it's all about war of attrition and war of nutrition, and the thing is like when you get tired, that energy that crowd can bring can really push you over the edge. It can improve your pass rush. It can improve your cover skills, and that's why I wish that what we have in the Georgia Dome could be something similar to what they have in Kansas City, or something similar that they have in Pittsburgh. And stuff like we got to come out and we have to shout and root for our team. I mean, the team is not bad, honestly. I just think that we're a victim of undisciplined circumstances why we're 3-6. But also to let you guys know that, hey, we're still in the playoff race. We're on the bubble, but we're still there, okay? It may sound like a bunch of bullshit early in the morning, but guess what? Chicago was wet in the bed. So wake your ass up, Atlanta. We still got a shot to make the playoffs, okay? With the current team, because everybody's saying like, hey, you got to fix the defense. Well, guess what Raheem Morris has been doing for the past,
fixing that defense.
Fixing that defense. And also it's like he's been implementing 3-4 concepts. I don't know if people have been looking at this, but 3-4 concepts being the fact that we could never really get consistent pressure with our 4 defensive linemen. All of a sudden, like our linebackers are more aggressive. It sounds a lot of 3-4, especially with Aaron Bailey getting more playing time and with John Cominsky getting more playing time. I believe that we may start coming to like a hybrid type of defense, moving people around and stuff like that and becoming much more aggressive. Throw people off because that cover 3 bullshit went out like 2012, 2013 when people started figuring it out? I can bust a cover 3 on Madden all day.
Yeah, cover 3 is too easy.
Anytime I seen like any tight end that was playing against us, I was like, start your fantasy tight end against our defense. Because that's all it is. It's just hitting the seams all freaking day. That's all it is.
I was just going to say that, bro. It's seam routes both sides. and then you force KZ or Ricardo Allen to guess, and if you don't guess right, it's a bum play. It happens
Don't
so
get me
much.
started on
It
Allen,
happens
brother.
so
Don't get
much.
me started on Allen, man. Don't get me started on Allen. Like he's really making my head hurt. I used to like him because he's like like a, what do you call it, like a wily vet. You know, like what these prognosticators call something where they have no idea what they're talking about. It's like he's like a wily veteran or something like that. But I'm seeing the fact of he's getting beat when it comes to range. I think we have to have a free safety that has like range back there. That's what made the cover 3 when we running that scheme so great. You got to have a free safety, a center fielder back there that has range. And when Raheem Morris actually touched the secondary, I mean, look what it did with DeMonte KZ. He was tied for the league lead interceptions that year when he was like a DB. So that's my take on it.
You can't compare everybody to Earl Thomas either. You know, like Ricardo Allen, DeMonte Casey doesn't have the speed of Earl Thomas, so it kind of showed more so with our scheme compared to theirs. They had Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor, so it's either you throw in the middle of the field or you go deep, and you're picking your poison. Either way, you're gonna get a headshot or you're gonna get an interception. And Casey can be that, but we don't have that free safety. But go ahead and go to the next one, my man. Go ahead and get into yours.
All right. What we got? How can, let's see. Let me put this up here on the board.
You had to click it again. You had it up. There you go.
Is it showing, guys?
We see it.
Okay, how can the receiving core impact this Saints defense? Well, personally speaking, I think we go 4 deep, possibly 5 at receiver. I mean, let's not think that it's all about Julio and Calvin Ridley. Apparently, these guys, Blake and Zacchaeus, can ball too. And if you think you want to sit there and lock them down, you got Hayden Hurst that could beat you too. A straight up freak that can run. I've been waiting for somebody like that. I mean, I liked Hooper, and he's a glorified blocker, and he'll sit there and run a hitch route like nobody's business. But we actually got actual tight end that could actually fly and affect the secondary. You play, there you go, right there.
That's right.
Yes. So I think that no matter what, and I think no matter what kind of like what kind of cover that you can throw, what kind of scheme that you can throw, there's going to be guys that can make plays. And I didn't even mention Russell Gage. The only thing I need Russell Gage to do is keep his ass on the ground. He's always trying to leap over like the cover. I'm tired of that. Stop jumping over people. Stop trying to make the hero play and just get down. That's how we keep Jet Jones healthy for like 16 games. So going back to it, it's like, yes, it's like pick your poison. And not only that, but as soon as you key in on receivers like that, it's like we can bust Gurley up the middle, or you can get your healthy taste of Brian Hill. We got a Saints fan up in here.
And then that just reminded me, we had one more Saints fan that kind of wanted to jump on and say her little spiel, but let me go ahead and summer her in. She just kind of wanted to come in and threw her little who that in there, but
let her in here. If she grown up to be in this fire, let her in here.
Exactly.
But
keep going.
I was gonna say, man, Russell Gage, he needs to take the Marvin Harrison approach. When you catch the ball, fall down. Every time. You are not Julio Jones. I repeat, you are not Julio Jones. You are not 6'3", 225 pounds. So when you catch the ball, fall to the ground, man, you got your 10, 15 yards. Let's get to the next play. And that's going to be the best thing for him. We got to see Calvin really give more opportunities in the second half, though. If you notice those games we lost, Calvin really didn't have no ops in that second half. He turned up the first 2 quarters, and they stopped making plays for him. We can't have that. Dirk Cutter, please keep Calvin Ridley inside the game plan. I don't care if it's a 5-yard route, a 10-yard route, 15-yard route. Keep them guessing. And don't just force Matt Ryan to only throw short routes. Like, we have to come out there throwing the ball down the field and make sure they know that we have chances to go deep on it. I don't want Jack Rabbit sitting on no routes.
And Malcolm Jenkins, and that's why I was also going to think is that they actually have an X factor back there with Malcolm Jenkins. I mean, say what you want about him. I mean, the guy can make plays, but he has to be challenged. that's the thing. It's like we have to stop being like too uber conservative and start just like testing food. We got the horses to do so. So it's like, why not even use it? I don't know if what Dirk Cutter is like, what his major malfunction is, like when he be up there in that booth. But it's like you go like I said, you go 4 or 5 deep at receiver. You have guys that can make plays. It's like, why not use it? Turn this into the greatest show on turf. That's the see, there's the baby goat and the true goat right there.
Hey, had to call it like I see it, man. They don't know yet.
And the funny thing about Ridley is the fact that this is only like a small taste. Oh, is that Lattimore getting mossed?
Yeah. So we got to attack this matchup if he plays. I know he's questionable, so we're going to see if he plays or not, though.
Marshawn Lattimore is questionable. He's been questionable all year.
Hey, you right about that.
I honestly don't think that he's kind of middle of the road. I think at that one time when they made, when they really made a run, I think they kind of I think it was more so of the scheme, than anything. But he's been getting exposed now, so I don't know what's really been going on, but he's been getting his ass whooped lately, and he's got a beast coming his way next, like tomorrow. So what he chooses to do with that, whatever. But there is one guy that I'm actually truly worried about in terms of like their secondary, because there's this one particular guy, and everybody should know this man. This one particular guy was always blitzing off the line. That's C.J. Garner-Johnson.
Oh man, you talking about last week?
I don't know why San Francisco didn't make any adjustments, but they blitzed him off the left. They blitzed him off the right. It didn't matter. One time they blitzed him 2 straight times.
I was just gonna say that, bro. They blitzed him 2 straight times. I was so disappointed. I ain't never seen Kyle look that bad. Like he looked like he was confused, bro. I'm like, what is this?
I don't know if you would say too. Like, let Gurley run some routes too. He's a good receiver. Yes, he is. Let him run some angle routes. Let him go. Like, test those linebackers too. It ain't like Gurley is slow, but he has to be a threat. He can't just be sitting back there like Zeke. He can't be sitting back there like James Conner.
Mm-hmm.
Like some sort of power back. Yes, the man can catch. Like, let him. I'd rather him out there catching, running routes than Ito Smith.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you remember last year when the Rams came to Atlanta, they sent Gurley on a wheel route versus Vic Beasley, and that was called a scheme. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta have schemes like that. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, they got a front 7 that's monsters, bro. Demario Davis, he is always around the play, and if you are gonna sit there and leave Todd Gurley in the backfield to where he can just sit there and guess what you're gonna do, it's not gonna look good. I'm just calling a spade. It's not gonna look good. We have to force him in coverage to make him guess what the running back is gonna do. That's the only way we're gonna be able to succeed, because he has that eye on the field, man. He's an impact player, and we have to keep him, out of all our backfield plays, because he burns people up bad.
But that's why we have to account for him and C.J. Garner-Johnson on every single play. And the only way that you'll be able to keep linebackers honest like that is that you have to be able to get Hayden Hurst out there. And there he is. Raymond Elder said it. What safety or linebacker on the Aints can guard Hayden Hurst? Nobody.
They're probably gonna put Malcolm Jenkins on him though, because Malcolm Jenkins, he's aggressive and he grabs a lot too. So that's the only person I see. But if Hayden Hurst gets off that coverage break, he's gonna beat him to wherever his route is going. He still has to guess what route he's running. And we gotta use Hayden Hurst a little bit more anyway. We're not using him enough. In all honesty,
no, he's not. He's actually having a good year, but he could actually be having a beast year if he wanted to. And I think it goes back to Dirk Cutter and that scheme. That's all I'm saying. But also, for someone that's grabby like that, I think one thing they could do is use Hayden Hurst on like a double move.
Yeah,
with a double move and then hit the post or something like that. See, this way, if you grab him, like the refs have no choice but to throw the flag. So it can't be like let me just go and just make this run a route, just run a out route or run a slant. No, hit him with a double move. Make him make a decision. You got to get into these guys' heads. Yeah, he's not a good cover linebacker. It is what it is,
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that, bro. Question: the Saints defense is number 2 in the league in stopping the run. How can Todd get more touches to make a difference?
One way you'd be able to make a difference is stop using him in vanilla ways. Yes, he does have a pitch count. So does Julio. Yes,
Exactly.
he does have a bum knee. So I mean, Julio has a bad foot. But for some reason, we scheme Julio to get touches every game. You have a guy that was a top 5 back about what, like was it last year or the year before last? I don't actually. I personally do not care how he gets the ball, but let him be a receiver as well. See, you can go 5 deep at wide receiver, or you can go 6, but somebody has to account for that running back because if not, they're going to tee off and they're going to blitz Matt Ryan all freaking day because then he's going to be in the backfield picking up blitz coverage like all day. You don't want that. Let him slip out on some screens. Put him out there on some like let me do. I want some angle routes. That's what I want. I want him to up with DeMario Davis so that he can run out, and that will open up the field for Russell Gage, for a Calvin Ridley, for Julio Jones. But they can't just be sitting there like on a cover 2 base or like some man base and just be like just staring into the backfield all day.
Yeah,
they're going to make a mistake here and there, you know.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. But they got it when we do run plays. We have to do outside run scheme plays, bro. Ty Gurley, every time he gets the ball, he tries to bounce it every time, or he cuts back. That's what he's good at. He has good vision, and he's good at running outside schemes. Most of his good yards have been on outside runs, right in between Jake and Carpenter on the left hand side, or in between Caleb McGarry and Lindstrom. Not right in the middle of Alex Mack. You know what I'm saying, on both sides. Not run that man in the 2 gap and the 3 gap, bro. Like, stop that all the way. Unless you just eating. Like, if you're not getting a push on the ball in the middle, you can't run those plays. Because the center has to take on the nose tackle, then get off the nose tackle to the linebacker. And when you got fast linebackers that have good play recognition, they're not able to get touched by linemen. Just being honest. And like you said, we're gonna have to put him in passes. But I'm wondering why we don't use Ito at all. Like, he hasn't played, he's not injured. He just hasn't had an impact this year.
Because he got knocked out on that blitz coverage. He ain't been the same. I don't know if he ain't been the same since like he picked up that blitz coverage and got knocked on his ass. I don't know, but he hasn't been actually used in the rotation since then. I mean, Brian. But also we have to look at it that Brian Hill has also stepped up big. So
yeah, that's a fact.
Like comes up big, then your carry is not going to be what it used to be, like plain and simple. And Brian Hill is not about to like relinquish touches to Ito Smith. I'm sorry, get in where you fit in, maybe on special teams or something like that. But I mean, Brian Hill is doing a hell of a job right now. When Todd Gurley has to come out for a spell or two.
Yeah, I like Brian Hill, but I just think that ever since that fumble, versus Minnesota, I can't trust him enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the game gets on the line, he might do some funny stuff, and I don't like that, bro. Like,
he'll fumble though.
Yeah, he's a big back. Big back shouldn't fumble. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's kind of confusing. I'm like, what is he doing fumbling? I don't like that, bro. But I think he's a good spiel from Todd Gurley from time to time. But I do know we need speed in that backfield as well, though.
We actually had speed. We let the speed guy go. We had Tevin Coleman, and we kept Devontae Freeman. So we did have speed, but I guess I mean, speed will kill in this game. But I mean, I think I would actually prefer somebody with a little bit of vision, because once you and I actually like us running off the right side, because me personally, right side is that nasty side, and it should be that nasty side. We do have Caleb McGarry and we got Chris Lindstrom. Those 2 guys alone are nasty, but they have to get opportunities to. And also, what we have to do is that we have to consistently run, because sometimes we get too cute. Like we want to pass the ball like a little too much, and it's going to be a dome game, no weather effect or nothing like that. Yes, Caleb McGarry has to bring his A game because yes, he has Cameron Jordan across from him. But we have a tight end over there too. If you want to bring Stocker in as an extra blocker, or you want to bring in some like 21 personnel and have like a 2 tight end set, do that. But what we have to do is that we have to consistently run the ball. That's what we have to do as well. Play action. Matt Ryan works very well when there's when he has like a running game and play action. Also, it gives our defense a time to rest, because I don't want to give like an up and down thing with these Saints. Even though Taysom Hill may be playing smoke screen, I think that's complete bullshit. I don't think that.
Yeah, he's playing.
Taysom Hill is gonna play, but I truly believe that it's gonna be like a 2 quarterback type of set thing. I think Sean Payton is that arrogant. Like he's really that arrogant to try to win with 2 type of quarterbacks, especially once it's not his true quarterback.
Definitely.
Yes.
But what do you feel? Go ahead and get into your keys to victory, my brother.
Let me get out the paperwork.
I got a bunch of rhymes in the notebook. Let me hear what you got, my man.
All right. First and foremost, this may take a little time, but forgive me if I start preaching. First and foremost, we all know that Michael Thomas has caught more slant passes than any wide receiver in the past 3 years. That's why he's called Slant Thomas. Shade him if you can. Shade him to that left, shade him to that right. But he's only want to run it 1, 2, or maybe even 3 routes. He cannot run the entire route tree. But we need to swarm Kamara. Yes, they'll be able to get the ball to Kamara. I mean, if Taysom Hill cannot throw passes towards like the backfield or whatever like that, then it's going to be a problem. And Jameis Winston is going to come out. They're going to throw a lot of green pass to Kamara. They're going to split him out wide. I don't think it's going to be a dumbed down game plan too much, but Kamara is the guy that we're going to have to stop. I mean, we are saying like Michael Thomas, but I think truly I believe that Kamara is going to be one of the keys to them actually trying to beat us. I would line up Grady Jarrett across from Andrews Pete, their left guard. I would keep his ass across from him all day because he was having a problem with Javon Kinlaw and the other dude, Street, from the 49ers last week. He was getting his ass kicked, and I think his confidence is a little low right now. So I would line up our best guy right across from him and beat his ass all for 60 minutes. 60 minutes.
I think he's dealing with an injury though, right? The left guard, he's been injured all year, if I'm not mistaken, but he keeps playing.
Even better. Better. If you on the field, you can play. If you could suit up, you can play. Because nobody feels sorry for us because we're 3-6.
No.
So I mean, if you come out and get injured or whatever like that, okay, big deal. You got a punctured lung, okay, big deal. But the other 52 guys gotta come out there and play. So I don't give a damn who's on there. Beat his ass for 60 minutes. That's all we need. And also, once again, Demario Davis must be accounted for, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson must be accounted for every single play. Every single play. If he's lined up on the left side, run to the right side because more than likely he's coming.
Definitely.
Like we all know that. That's what they're good for. I don't know if we're gonna get a left guard like Quentin Nelson. Those guys they come like one
dime a dozen
every lifetime. Like I don't know. I think the only thing is like the difference with Quentin Nelson is attitude. Like if you're gonna be left guard, left tackle, center, right guard, right tackle, it all just you have to be nasty. You got to be crazy to play in the trenches.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think Chris Lindstrom is kind of up next in that tier though. This whole year he's been balling out, man. I knew that injury last year was a setback, but he was able to sit down and watch film. Watch how defensive linemen like to attack the guards, man. If you know where the blitz is coming and you got a killer like Mac and Matt Ryan calling out the scheme and where they're going to blitz to, it's easier as a guard to know who you're picking up. And I saw this instance versus the Broncos last week. Lindstrom was guarding one person, but they blitzed the linebacker. He went off his man and went to reach block to him. That gave Matt Ryan an extra second to throw that touchdown. So I like how Lindstrom is looking. But I saw somebody in the comments talking about Caleb McGuire. Yeah, Caleb, you got to bring your lunch this time, man, because they're going to line Cameron Jordan up there every time. And Cameron Jordan is a Falcons stopper. Anytime Cameron Jordan makes plays, it makes it be a long night for our team, bro. I've watched it over the years. Anytime I see this, it feels like another big player is coming. Anytime he does that, another big player is coming. We have to block him. And do not go one-on-one with Caleb McGuire the whole game. Please give him some help on third down. If it's over 3rd and 6, chip block to Cameron Jordan every time. If it's over 3rd and 6.
You read my mind, bro. Like you really read my mind. It's like you're gonna have to chip him because for him to get like a free run, full speed at McGarry might be a problem. But I think McGarry is up for it, though. I think he's up for it. This is a good test for him. But yes, we do need to have guys like we need bullies. Our front 5 left tackle to right tackle have to be some bullies. I think that the Saints can be had. I do not fear them this year.
No,
I've never been too much really worried about them. I know the game is going to be close, but with the way our team has been playing lately, it's like I used to be concerned with games like this, you know. And yes, everybody can get got, but I think Raheem Morris is, you know what he reminds me of? When you're at a job and you have a supervisor, right? And he gets fucking, it's always like, you know, if I was in his position, I would do something different. And I think Raheem Morris is like that. Like Raheem Morris is like, well, he basically stayed loyal to Dan Quinn, and he ran things the way Dan Quinn would want because Dan Quinn put him on. I mean, they go back all the way to Hofstra, you know? Shout out to Hofstra out here in Long Island. I'm from New York City, guys, you know, if y'all didn't know. But yeah, so he stayed loyal to that, but now he's doing things a little bit different. Even Ulbrich is calling the defense different. So just like
I like him. I like him though. I like him.
I do. Now, I mean, I do think that we need another offensive coordinator because this shit ain't it. Now I don't know where we're going to get it, but I don't like this shit at all, man. I don't like the way he's calling plays. I think that he's good for the developing tight ends, like Cameron Brate. I mean, he was good when he was in Tampa Bay, and Cameron Brate had like a good year or whatever like that, and OJ Howard. But outside of like developing tight ends, I don't think that he's a good coordinator. I don't think he was a good coach.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like Matt Ryan's been dealing with so many offensive coordinators, bro. I'm kind of hoping that he's able to get some rapport with Dirk Cutter to where he doesn't have to keep starting over. Like he's had 6-7 coordinators since he's been in the league. So every time he gets rhythm with him, with the coordinator, we go back to starting over.
Yeah, because Matt Ryan gets offensive coordinators hired. So for all those people that says like, oh, Matt Ryan sucks or whatever like that, well, how many coordinators under him has actually got a head coaching job?
It's been a lot.
Exactly. And so Matt Ryan gets coaches, like offensive coordinators hired. Jet Jones get cornerbacks fired.
Are you talking about the 300-yard game? Hey, that was a field day. He should have had 4 touchdowns that game.
Listen, and the funny thing is that everybody knew where the ball was coming, and you still didn't stop him.
Okay, we got somebody in the background. Let's go ahead and bring her in.
Come on in.
What's up, fellas?
What's up with you?
What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm great. Megan, I can't hear you.
Oh, no, I didn't even say nothing yet. What's up?
I know, I said Maggie. I can't hear.
Okay, I was on mute. I was on mute just talking away, and I didn't realize I was on mute. But I wanted to bring her in because she's the only bold Aints fan that decided Aints fans that decide to show up. I invited all her peoples. Now no one showed up, so appreciate you, Keish Corner. Make sure y'all follow her on YouTube, Instagram, wherever you want to find her. She's amazing. But guess what? She is an Aints fan, and this is hate week. So I wanted to give her a little moment to kind of say her spiel, get her little who that's out, because we that. But
talk the talk.
Go ahead and talk your talk, girl. What's going on? Tell them about yourself.
I am Keish. Of course, Keisha's Corner on YouTube on Fridays. Y'all, I'm a little bit like. Anyway, so
she got the accent too.
Yeah, she do. She's straight New Orleans.
Oh, I'm definitely from New Orleans. I do have my own cosmetic line. I've been a Saints fan since way back when. So, I'm over here yelling, who that? All day, every day.
But I think paper bags and all that?
Huh?
You was the Saints fan when they used to have like paper bags on their head and all that?
Unfortunately, that's fine though. That comes with it, Apparently, y'all went to the Super Bowl and y'all blew it, but y'all still fans, But hey,
don't do that.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Don't do that now. Y'all got some game blowers on y'all stats now.
It's the thick and thin. It's the thick and thin.
Y'all
can do
still
everything.
About that pass interference call. Y'all still complain about that pass interference call?
Y'all tried to sue the league.
We trying to what?
Y'all tried to sue the league for that. Like
Hell yeah,
y'all.
I sue too. I sure would. I'm still in my feelings about that. I am. I
So we
am.
can't be in our feelings, but you can be in your feelings.
Oh, y'all can be in your
Oh,
feelings. Like
okay,
I
okay,
said,
okay. All
it's
right, all right.
thick and thin. Thick and thin. That's what comes with being a fan. I'm not about to hold that against y'all. Either way, I think the game tomorrow is gonna be interesting. No matter the record, it's always a hard game.
Oh yeah,
If we
definitely.
both were like 0-16, we would still play like we have a Super Bowl to go win. So I'm just saying, like, so I think tomorrow's game is going to be interesting, especially being that my quarterback is injured.
How do you feel about
Um,
that? What's what do you feel about that? Who's going to be starting?
to be honest, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of Taysom being a starting quarterback because to me he's not a quarterback. And I'm being honest. I don't. He's good in other places, but you have to give him a chance. You have to trust the process and stuff. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. But we'll
Did you
see
say
what
trust the
happens.
process? Did you
You
just
have
say
to
trust the
trust the
process?
process. Trust the
You just
process.
hit us with
Like
the
y'all trusted
Philadelphia
Dan Quinn,
76ers line.
but that ain't go right. Hey,
Y'all
I'm just
7-2
saying.
though, so it really don't even matter.
She
What?
said trust the
Y'all
process.
seven
No,
and
no,
two
no,
though, so it really don't even matter.
The reason why here's why I'm saying I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting in my coach to see that he will make the right decision. So that's what I mean when I say trust the process. Because
well,
we
I'm
Sean
telling you
Payton
right now,
he has a system for everybody, whether
but
it
yeah,
work out for you or not.
you got 21 million reasons. 21 million reasons why you have to start Taysom Hill. Because this might be Drew Brees last year, right? Like we don't know if he's going to be playing next year.
I understand that, but if you okay, so when Drew went down, right? Drew went
Mm-hmm.
down. We put Taysom in to make a couple of plays. His first few plays, I did not agree with,
Mm.
cause yet here you go, you fumbling the ball, you know. So yes, I'm frustrated, but like I said, I'm gonna trust the process
He
So
could
you
have
because
done
wanted
mine too.
Winston, so you rather have Mr. You rather have him.
to eat the I don't know about that either. So it's just like
Yeah.
you damn if you do, damn if you don't. So we gonna see. We can't do anything. Unfortunately, all good things come to an end. Drew gotta,
Right. Father
you
time.
know, I had fun. I had a damn good ball, like with Drew, through the ups and the downs, the heart attacks and everything. So hey, it comes with being a Saints
Yeah,
fan.
you feel they might go after like Dak Prescott? Would that be a nice little transition for you?
I'm not froze. I'm just giving you that look.
Hey, well, let
I
me
mean,
tell you what.
Dak's not trash though. Dak is not trash. I think you could do something with that. I mean, 'cause where you gonna go? I mean, I don't think that you're high enough to draft like a legit, like a heir apparent to Drew Brees. So you
They'll
might
have
have
to
to
pay a
find
ransom for
somebody.
that.
But we'll just see who available. We'll just see who available. That's it. Cause it's hard to say like who can you look at right now because you got people who out here supposed to be tanking for Clemson's quarterback. So hey,
Well,
Yeah,
let
I'm
me
gonna leave that alone.
yeah.
let me
We've
tell
been
you what
talking
you're
that
gonna be seeing
craziness.
tomorrow.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Let me show you what you're gonna be seeing tomorrow. Okay, from Hill.
Oh,
We that.
You're gonna see him under duress, just like this, looking confused.
no, I appreciate you coming on because it takes like a lot of bravery to
It's a lot
you
of
know.
guts, but this chick right here, don't let her fool you. That one, I met her in rivalry groups. That's how I met
Mm.
her. That's how that's Tonio's terror artist's wife, and Falcons and Saints. So it's a broken home because it's like every week they battle each other every day. So I don't know how y'all survive that, but they make it. But this one right here, she's real. She's
I
definitely
be
real.
chilling though. I be chilling in the cut. I don't talk my shit every day because, like I said, a lot of since we've been in groups, a lot of things has changed, and
Thing.
I'm looking at these newbies like I can't talk with y'all because
It's insult.
it's never nothing personal when it comes to football. It's never nothing personal,
No,
Yeah.
Fact.
and
That's right. That's right.
I don't deal with it. But
Yeah.
I got Saints homies too. I ain't gonna lie to you, but they know what's up when it's time. They know you. If you come for me, you better know everything because I know about your team and mine.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I had her on because we don't deal with that foolishness. We got some crazy fans on both sides of the ball, but it don't come down to that. It's all good football at the end of the day because we just fans at the end of the day. We
exactly.
ain't putting on that uniform and getting out there and playing. So shut up, sit down, like she said, trust the process.
Don't feel for Tony. I'm reading your comment. We good. We good. We
Yeah.
good. He get on
Yo,
me and I
tell
get on
him you
him.
gotta be up on Xbox too.
What happened?
No, I said, tell your husband you gotta hit me up on Xbox. We gotta get that thing going too.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
drop
yeah.
them drop them y'all tags and stuff. Go ahead, put your gamer tags down there because he been waiting on y'all.
Yeah.
To play.
You got an Xbox too?
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at me. I'm like, me? I don't
No,
play Madden. Let me
Oh,
tell you
okay.
What?
something. My husband used me as practice when it comes to
Oh
Madden.
man.
He used me as practice. So, no, I'm not about to get into all that. So, yeah. But Call of Duty any day. So, no. So, yeah. So, we'll see what tomorrow brings. And
Okay. All
I
right,
just
girl.
wish I can travel. But,
I know we will next year. We're gonna get together. I was definitely gonna start up our meet and greets again next year. So Falcons fans, Saints fans, if you're out there, we're gonna start definitely doing some stuff. I told me and Keith was gonna start that, but this pandemic just kind of shut everything down.
right.
So I want to get back and do that. And if your ladies want some lipstick, follow Keish Corner. And also Colors by Keish. She is definitely an entrepreneur. She is making her money. She knows her football. She is the overall package of a lady
So,
like
don't feel for
myself.
Tonio. He got it good both ways. So,
There
Oh
you
yeah. I'm gonna definitely hit you up because my girl might need some of that. So I'm definitely gonna hit you up. All right.
Oh
yeah,
yes.
tell her holla at me.
I got you. I got you.
Colors by Keish. I'm gonna get your website on in the comments. And I appreciate you being on, Miss Lady.
No problem.
All right,
Bye,
girl.
y'all. Who
See you
Bye.
later.
We
Oh,
that.
hold on. What do you think the story gonna be?
What you she already jumped off.
Oh, okay.
But
All right. All right.
yeah, she got the baby, so I didn't want her to stay on too long. But yeah, go
Gotcha.
ahead, girl. I'm jumping off.
Okay. Well, my keys to victory is gonna be definitely keeping Matt. One is keeping Matt Ryan upright. First through fourth quarter, make sure Cameron Jordan doesn't get a hold of him, grab his jersey, keep him up nice and clean, man, so he can make those passes to our star receivers, the elite core. My next key to victory is keeping Taysom Hill in the pocket. Don't let him be able to scramble. Force him to throw the ball. Force our corners to jump some routes and stag on the routes because we seen when he threw the ball down the field, it didn't look too good. I think he threw an interception when he tried to throw the ball down the field last week or 2 weeks ago. I saw it. It didn't look too good to me. Third, it goes to coaching. Expect Sean Payton to do some crazy special team plays. Be prepared for that. I don't want to see no 4th and 6 and they do a fake punt and get the first down. I don't want to see a block punt. Shouts out to them. That day is still in my mind from 10, 15 years ago. I don't want to see none of that. You know, I want us to see a good game plan for 60 minutes, both sides of the football. And if we do those three things, we will come out of New Orleans, the great Bayou, with a victory.
To piggyback on what you said, I do believe that special teams is going to play a major factor in this. And you know how you rattle a quarterback getting his first start? Field position. That's the thing. And
I like that, bro.
our rookie punter is not that bad. If he can get him in like within the 20 and maybe get him a little rattled a little bit like that, maybe feel the pressure. We can get up by, let's say we get up by 10. He's starting to feel the pressure. He may start to press a little bit more. Just like what Keith said, that he came into the Taysom Hill came into the game and instantly started messing up. I think he presses too much.
Mm-hmm.
But when he's in the flow of the game and he's not feeling that kind of pressure to do too much, that's when he makes like big plays. So I believe that if we can get him like maybe with his back up against the wall where he feels that he has to press and maybe throw that ball. There you go. Throw that ball downfield. That ain't Tack, is it?
Nah, it's Dion.
That's Dion and who?
Dion and Memes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, this last week.
Yeah, the few times that I've seen Memes in the backfield. Don't get me started on that guy.
You're right about that, man. He don't be out there like that. We gotta do a better
I don't
job.
know. I think, like I said, I think we gotta convert him to like outside linebacker. Personally, I think he'll be better at that, and let him just come off the line like what we had with Vic Beasley when we had him not at a DN, but as an outside linebacker. So if he's in a stand-up position, I think he'd be able to get like a better running start and cut across that edge from a slower tackle and get to the quarterback. But if he has his hand in the ground, I don't think he do too well. I don't want him to.
Like a 3-4 linebacker, like how T.J. Watt does, Von Miller.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you're right about that. I do like that.
Just don't think. Just go get the quarterback. Kind of like what a certain somebody said on the night that he was drafted. Certain guy named Tack was like, "Let's go get the quarterback. Let's get the quarterback." Yeah. Anyway, so what Blackberry the Rex said is one key to victory for him is secondary. Know your assignment. And it said alert. So basically he's saying like communication. Know who your assignment is, because they will throw some some rub routes out there to try to get you confused and get guys open. This is going to be a scheme type of game. This is not going to be a line a person up across from you and just beat you like outright, because Drew Brees ain't back there. So I think that Sean right now, all the way until like the 0 hour tomorrow, is going to be scheming on ways to make this young man be successful. And it's going to be a lot of dink and dunks, like up and down the field. That's why I'm saying, that we have to get him like let him go 90 yards or a 7-minute drive, like all the way down the field. I think that we have to do that with him. Also, another key to victory would be aggression. Another way to rattle a young man is to send some heat from all angles. I mean, I want to see 22 like getting sent on some heat. I mean, this man could basically knock somebody out of the game if he wanted to. And if he take a couple of hits from Keanu Neal, he ain't gonna want to play no more. You already know Jameis is always in a given mood. We in the holidays right now, so he already gonna be sending Christmas presents and whatnot. The guy is a walking turnover. I mean, that's what he is.
Yeah, Jeff has sent Neal on some blitzes versus the Lions, versus the Panthers. So blitzes can stop the run or pass. In all honesty, so that is a good idea, man. Because Neal is excellent when he's in the line of scrimmage and able to just attack, where he doesn't have to guess and figure out something. Just, hey, this is your key. Get right to it. That's what he's good at.
Yeah. Let's use him the way people used to use Jamal Adams.
Well, they still use him like that.
They still use him like that, right?
Yeah,
but I'm saying,
he keep us like that.
Right, but I think that we need to use Keanu Neal like that, because I think that he can get exposed in space. I mean, these heavy hitters, like even Cam Chancellor, will get exposed in space. So I believe that if we could just send him like off the edge, maybe even send him off the edge on the same side as maybe Means, and maybe send like Deion Jones too, just overload one side, and then just go get him. Let that offensive line make a decision on who you need to block, because somebody's going to come free. If you send in the 7, somebody's going to come free, because I guarantee you the Saints are going to do the same thing.
But we got to have a QB spot though. We can't just send people and then drop D tackles and D ends into space, because they cannot catch Taysom Hill. And I see our scheme does that, like they're trying to outsmart people sometimes by dropping the D end back. Bro, if the QB runs, if he runs over a 4.5,
yes,
you're not going to catch him as a QB and a D or a D tackle. Stop doing that so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to blitz, just blitz. Because you can't have D ends and D tackles in space, either guarding somebody or trying to pick up somebody. Like, I don't like that at all.
In the game, I think the way the game is now, kind of like the way basketball is, everything's wide open. There's no traditional centers. It's like there's no real traditional quarterbacks anymore. It's starting to get a little phased out. Anybody could pretty much run, maybe except for Tom Brady. But everybody has a little bit of mobility to them. And just like you said, if you could run at least like a 4.5 or lower, then it makes no sense to drop somebody that's 300 pounds. So what exactly he's going to do?
That's a
But
fact.
somebody like that is paid to do one thing. Let that man do that one thing that he's paid for. Plain and simple. What's up, Jew?
Question. All right, so my next one is, what are our chances at playoffs? Ideas on the remaining games.
Funny you should ask that because I actually got the schedule up right now. So we got the Saints tomorrow. What you think? We could play this game right here. Win or loss tomorrow.
I call a win 34-20. I already gave my prediction.
Let's see. Well, against the Raiders. Raiders is the following week.
They got almost their whole defense on COVID. So I got to see how that works out for them. But that game is going to be, I'm guessing, isn't that game at home?
Yeah, we got them at home.
Okay, so that means we got back-to-back games at home versus the Raiders and Saints. I don't feel like we can lose versus the Raiders because at this moment we're in the heat to where if we win a couple games, we're in the playoff race. Like, let's just be honest, because Detroit's going to keep losing. Arizona should have 5 losses. They got lucky on the Hail Mary call. The Bears are going to keep losing. We already have a tiebreaker versus the Vikings. So it's possible for us to, win those games. To be honest with you, but the only losses I can see is 1 to Tampa Bay or 1 to the Chiefs. But other than that, I don't really see losses, if we're going to be honest with you.
Exactly. Now, just like you said, we have to just hope that the Bears keep doing what they do. Just keep doing Bear things, and we could possibly, win this. Yeah, I actually do see us maybe. I mean, I'm a little on the fence of whether or not, we can make the playoffs, but I think we could finish strong, and I think this is going to basically save Raheem Morris's job, or at least get him highly considered to retain. Raymond Elder said you think Dirk's dumbass is putting up 34 against that defense.
Have you been watching, bro? He almost put up 30 versus the Bears. The offense isn't our question, bro. It's about this is one thing I can tell you about the Atlanta Falcons for over a decade. We are good from the 20 to the 20. We get to the 20-yard line into the red zone a lot every game. It's just about a matter of putting the points on the board. And we have a couple miscues to where we chose to go for it instead of points. We would have more points in each game, in all honesty. So I don't think that's the issue.
Yeah, I think we give the Saints a little too much credit for their defense and our offense, not enough credit as is. I mean, we got a lot of youngsters that's willing to make plays. These guys ain't scared, to go out there and make plays. Blake and Zacchaeus and Gage and Hayden Hurst, these guys are capable, and they're rubbing off. Whatever Julio's got is rubbing off on the rest of that receiving corps.
Knowledge,
yes. Understanding routes, understanding zone concepts, seeing how guys are playing you. They know how to run around and sit down in the zone. These guys, and let's give these guys credit. They're young, 2, maybe less than 3 years in the league.
Yeah, all of them are young.
Yeah, so let's give these guys a little bit of credit. I'm not saying that okay, if they don't put up 34 points, okay, but we still have them winning. The point is, we're going to score more points than them. If they don't score 34 points, okay, big deal. But we do, if you pay attention to what we're saying are the keys to victory. I mean, yeah, my man gave you the score, right? Yeah, that's fine. But the keys to victory is not to basically put up that many points. He just basically did a little prognostication. He just predicted what the score was going to be.
Exactly.
But I don't care if it's going to be 17-7, 20-7. I don't care what it is. It's just it's going to be a Falcons victory.
Yeah. All right. So we gave our scores for the upcoming. So I'm just gonna promote us one more time. Subscribe to my channel, Twisted Torch TV. Subscribe to all my social medias: Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Twisted Torch TV. Subscribe to all the channels we got on here, man. We're cooking. I appreciate Maggie for bringing us on. It's time to start making movies, man. First time is a charm. You know that.
That's right. That's right. I'll clean it up when y'all done. Go ahead, Magnus. Go ahead and, let everybody know, close it out.
All right. Since you guys cleaned the booger out your ears and booger out your eyes, I hope you guys are awake now. Have a blessed day. Also, we still got COVID going on right now. So go out there and, protect yourself. If you have to go outside, please be careful because yes, we do want to meet all y'all. Everybody that's watching, you want to be able to collaborate one day and talk and just get things back to normal. I mean, 2020 is actually something. It ain't been the same since Kobe died. Okay, so what we need to
Oh
do
my
is just
God,
like
yeah.
do whatever you need to do to be able to get through this, so we can get this vaccine and be absolutely healthy, so that when we finally get back together, we get to a sense of normalcy. All right, I'm looking forward to meeting all y'all because I'm coming all the way from New York City. I'm trying to get that JetBlue sponsorship so I can get down there. But I'm looking to meet every one of y'all, Georgia Bulldog fans, Keisha's Corner, like all you 504 fans. Like I'm looking forward to all you guys. Let's just do whatever we need to do to get through this. All right, guys, mask on.
That's right. So, me, I always come in with the cleanup. Make sure you do follow Twisted Sports TV. Madness, he doesn't have a channel yet, but look, he gonna get one. I'm pretty sure he gonna be. Look, he got. You saw his notebook. He ready. But this is our first official morning pre-show. We've been having a pregame. Like I know some people been watching us for the post game, and you're not even expecting us to be on this early. So I know everybody was kind of getting in late. That's all right. You probably getting your drink on, getting ready to watch your football. So we didn't want to interrupt that. But every Saturday, same time every morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, we will be on here giving you guys the updates on the Falcons, injury reports, as well as we might jump in and throw in a couple of little Georgia teams as well, Hawks, drafts, things, whatever's happening in the A, we will be talking about it. So make sure y'all tune in to these two fellas here. You never know who else might jump in. But on that note, follow Atlanta Falcons Nation. Definitely get us to 1,000. Hey, get Twisted Torch to 1,000 too. Go ahead and get over there and get him follow as well. But until the next time, you guys, this is the Red Clay Sports Show. And that has a ring to it, you guys. And we out.
Peace. College football Saturday.
That's right. Get to it. Go Georgia.